Alright, and hello everybody, I'm the SweetBread27 and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So we are here today to try to settle a score. MAJUNIOR versus the full power, or Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO. Who is the best TUR in the game? Now I saw this debate on Twitter, and I saw that Truth said that he believed that the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO was actually the best TUR in the game. Which I just couldn't believe. Could not believe. Like, he's great. Like, really, I went into this thinking there's no way MAJUNIOR is now number 2. So that's what we're doing this video for, is to prove definitively, who is better. So as you can see here on the left, we have the MAJUNIOR team, and on the right, we have the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Dragon Ball Heroes team. What I decided to do for this video is we will be taking on Red Zone Goku Black, Red Zone Zamasu, and Red Zone Fusion Zamasu. Each one of them will get 2 chances if they fail to try to beat the event, and we'll just kind of go through and just see. So I'm actually kind of like having some difficulty. My eyes are having to float between the left and the right so I can commentate. Definitely be sure to watch this video twice and like the video to help me out. But yeah, watch the video twice so you can kind of see both sides of it. But we have the Earthbred Fighter and Powerful Comeback team here on the left, which got off to a kind of rocky start, as you'll see, while on the other side, but Hero's team is kind of cooking, not gonna lie. We started off with pretty much the best rotation you can get, which is both Super Saiyan 4 Vegitos on the same turn. And then, unfortunately, we had to float off the Dark Masked King, because you obviously kind of want to keep him on rotation, so you can always have his guard, always have his healing or whatever. But it's much better to keep, obviously, the Super Saiyan 4s together, because they are perfect linking partners. And if you look over there, you just saw Sword of Hope Trunks, a brand new Sodable Carnival LR, took just under 300k on a normal. And people say this guy is good. I mean, he's not bad, but like, Jesus Christ. I know it's tight disadvantage or whatever. That was a big problem when I was recording this, is so many of these fights have types that they would be advantage against or disadvantage against. My original plan was to do first form Cell, Red Zone, but then MAJUNIOR would have advantage. Then I was like, okay, well then let's try doing Fusion Zamasu. Then it's like, well, Fusion Zamasu, he turns into a physical phase, so that's not fair. Then it turned into what you see here, doing Goku Black, but Goku Black starts off as STR, which wouldn't be fair either. So I figured doing 3 events would be the best way to go, and we did some of the most difficult content in the game. And if you notice there on the left, the MAJUNIOR Earthbred Fighter team actually went down. I blame most of that on Sword of Hope Trunks, because that guy is kind of a fraud at 55%. If you didn't know, mine is 55%. You should know that. Go back and watch my summoning video, because I've done all of these summons. I've made videos for them all. Go check them out. Support your boy. But I pride myself in having a very realistic box, so it's like my whole selling point. But now that we're watching some of these sick animations, like the intro for Gohan here, which is pretty good. It has a good OST as well. Obviously, we're not playing any of the OSTs or anything at the moment. But just look at the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 over there on the right. He's just absolutely popping off. We did use the Actisco that turn, I believe, so that means we had a guaranteed crit turn. And it's the next turn, I believe, but like, this was almost no problem for the Hero team, which kind of blew me away. Like, I knew the Hero team obviously was good, and like the Hero team could be way, way better than what I have, obviously. Most of them I got this year during my summon session. Like, I got Dark Masked King for the first time. I bought Demon Goddess Toa. I had Fu, obviously. He's 55%. A lot of the more lame characters we actually did get dupes in, like Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly. We got him with 3 dupes. We got 6 copies, 6 individual copies of that stupid brain rot or whatever Vegeta who sucks balls, except in SPR. Is there a Heroes SPR? If there's not, that would be a fun one. Heroes and Crossover Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road. Those would be fun. But now we're just kind of going over here on the right. We're actually looking at the kits for all of the Heroes team, and you'll see here, since we're done, once like all the kits have been shown, the MAJUNIOR footage will actually snap to the middle, and then once we start the next run in the Zamasu Red Zone, it'll snap back, and then they'll both be on there at the same time. So overall, I was pretty impressed with how well the Heroes team did, and I'm very underwhelmed with how the Earthbred Fighter team performed here. And I don't know if it was just the choice of characters I brought or like bad character rotations or what. But like I was getting cooked. Now again, you know, I have 55% 23rd World Tournament Goku. But people say that this guy is better than, you know, God Goku, and I wouldn't say that. Although then again, I only can speak from the 55% aspect. And just for clarity's sake, my MAJUNIOR is 79%, whereas my full power Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO, he is actually rainbowed, as you just saw there. And you'll see several times throughout the duration of this video, I show all the kits for the characters that I use on the different teams. MAJUNIOR, we use 2 separate teams. We use the Earthbred Fighter team, and then in a moment, we'll actually jump over to the Fusion Zamasu team, because I didn't quite know which one would be better for this video. I thought about doing, like, double MAJUNIOR lead, but, like, double MAJUNIOR lead sucks, because Gifted Warrior, Terrifying Conqueror, and Giant Form are all kind of dead teams. Like, obviously, you can run MAJUNIOR, both Golden Friezas, and then who? You know, I don't know, because, like, most of them are, like, Friezas. You can't run any of the coolers. All the coolers are dead. So it was a bit grim trying to do that. Once we get the homie Bergamo, once he gets an AZA, you know, we can do him. Now that he's in, confirmed to be in Sparkling Zero. I probably should have cut out that cough. If I have to cough again, I will do that. I apologize. But I did also, for the sake of this video, I wanted to show all the animations. Speed running wasn't really, like, the point of it. I just wanted to, like, genuinely see how did all of these characters perform. Like, what would be the best. I wanted to have a lot of animation so you could see, like, the uniqueness of this. Because going into it, my thought process was the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO. The Heroes team is great. I don't think it's probably like a top, I don't know, what would I rank it? It's definitely within like top 15, like easy. I would maybe argue it's bordering like top 10. But in my brain, I was thinking like, obviously, if you want damage, you want VEGITO. But if you want like versatility and utility, you want MAJUNIOR. MAJUNIOR is on more teams. MAJUNIOR has the Giant Form, which is the greatest defensive ability you can have in this game. He has the really powerful AoE active skill that attack breaks the first attack in a turn. And if you have multiple enemies, that attack breaks everybody. Maybe for the sake of fairness, we should have brought him into an event that had multiple characters. What's a difficult event other than like the Gammas that have multiple enemies out at the same time? I guess the Divine Wrath and Mortal Will event, stage 5, I think it is. Right before you go, like the one right before the Supreme Fusion, the VEGITO event. And we could have gone into the VEGITO event itself, but again, that's a STR type enemy. That would be a big advantage for this guy compared to MAJUNIOR. So we are just about to go into the second run here. We just got to finish looking at Gohan, but round 1 goes to the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO. And if you haven't yet, go down below in the comment section and tell me who did you think is the better TUR between the two. I'm not going to fully like give away what happens throughout the rest of this video, but I do just want to say that I was very impressed with the Heroes team during slot 1. There are 2 more chances for MAJUNIOR to really like prove himself here and show me wrong. Because again, I went into this thinking MAJUNIOR is the GOAT, and I'm not going to confirm nor deny if he is or if he isn't, because that would defeat the whole purpose of watching this video. So now that we have the Fusion Zamasu team, I think this is a much stronger core of a team that we have here, because obviously Fusion Zamasu, I think, is still one of the best LRs in the game, easy top 10. I don't know if he's top 5 though, because top 5 would be Bulma, Orange Piccolo, Full Power Super Saiyan 4, then probably Future Gohan, then the DBZ or the GT duo, and then maybe Fusion Zamasu. So he's probably like the 6th best unit, just off the top of my head. I want to make like a dedicated top 10 LR video, in my opinion, for like characters I have in my box. Because again, that's my whole gimmick. I'm not as powerful as the Truth DT. I'm a much more down-to-earth, realistic sort of guy. And look over there at the Heroes team, almost one turn destroying this first phase of Zamasu. Now, Toa did just eat 350,000 on a normal, but if you remember last turn, or last game rather, the Sword of Hope Trunks, granted type disadvantage, but with a greatly defensive stack and 30% damage reduction, ate the same amount of damage on a easier event. So Toa, I'm not too upset with her. I really like Towa's build there, and we can actually see because of how much damage Towa took, the Dark Mask King actually did go down to a super, taking over 434,000 damage, which is fine. I go over here. Do I make any adjustments to the team? I know that if they lost, I kind of like reevaluated, and I made a couple of changes. So it looks like we did make a change. We added the Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Now looking over here back to the MAJUNIOR team, I wasn't paying attention, but I did just see that MAJUNIOR did several supers right there, which again is kind of like his whole gimmick. Even though he doesn't have like damage reduction, he's one of the few characters who doesn't have like a dedicated defensive like mid-turn ability, but is still super, super good. The full power Super Saiyan 4s, he has guaranteed 30% damage reduction and 40% crit. And then if all allies are either crossover or Giant Ape power, he gets an extra 30% to both. So for 6 turns at least. So during like quick events, that makes him super, super good, because obviously the faster you can kill people, the faster or the less likely you are to run out of all those extra powerful abilities, which definitely works out in this guy's favor because he just does incredible amounts of damage. It's actually kind of insane how much damage he does. I do kind of get frauded because like sometimes the additional luck doesn't go my way. Mine does have 17 dodge and 20 additional. No crit, because again, there's no reason to give this guy crit. So many people on the friends list, genuinely so many people on the friends list give that guy crit, and I do not understand why. It actually like kind of pisses me off. If you have the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO, do not give him any freaking crit. He has 70%, and if the turn that you use is active, it's a 100% chance. Do not do it. You are just wasting your ability. And speaking of wasting abilities, I'm going to spoiler the MAJUNIOR turn over here. We actually get the giant transformation. I was kind of devastated, actually, that we got it this soon, because the whole reason I went into this video being like MAJUNIOR easily solos with his versatility is he does a billion additionals. He gets a million defense. He has the super powerful active skill. And he has the giant form, which just wastes all this other stuff. And because this Zamasu actually heals, he out-healed the giant form, so we wasted it. This is an absolute waste of a giant transformation. We don't do enough damage. If he didn't heal, maybe we would have been closer. Maybe, you know, with just a couple of extra crits or something. But this is a waste. We get no advantage out of this massive defensive ability, which was a huge, 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 huge bummer. And now back over to the VEGITO turn. We're launching the active skill here. He has Towa support. He has, 6 out of 7 links with the, just the normal Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO. And that VEGITO also gives buff. I think it's like a 30% buff to crossover category allies, 30% to both, and then he gets 2 ki, which is super good. So we saw there, type, like, disadvantage did nearly 2 full health bars, and he is double-digit tanking with 60% damage reduction. I'm actually pretty impressed too, because for a character who doesn't get any defense on super, 60% defense or 60% damage reduction has proven in the past to really not be like enough. But I don't know what it is. It just has to be from the crazy amount of support that's on the team. This VEGITO never frauds you. Like, genuinely, he will never fraud you out defensively. It's kind of remarkable, because like another character who has 60% damage reduction is the sub EZA Ent Zamasu. 60% damage reduction, that guy can get caught pretty easily. I mean, granted, his defenses are slightly lower, but like that really shouldn't matter too much. And going back over to the MAJUNIOR turn, you can see here that we actually wasted our VB transformation. The very first turn that the 5-year fusions transform, you have guaranteed dodge, but because, again, we didn't kill with the giant form because, of course, Zamasu healed, we wasted 2 major abilities. We wasted an entire giant transformation and a guaranteed dodge turn. Things are kind of looking bleak for MAJUNIOR, I'm not gonna lie. We have another active skill from the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO. And this is a extremely powerful turn. Unfortunately, the VEGITO did get sealed, or he will get sealed post-super, I guess. Spoilers, oopsie. But it doesn't even matter because we are winning this turn. He actually tanks this. It's a lot of damage, but he does kind of drink it up, not gonna lie. Like, yeah, nearly 400k, but that is tight disadvantage. But he had a lot of support. He has some good links activated. And I think that kind of speaks for itself, honestly, of how good this guy is. Massively underestimated the defensive capabilities of that unit. And we got Broly to get the dub. I brought Broly sheerly for the type advantage. And you can see there, we actually lost again with the MAJUNIOR team. And that was the attempts that I allotted for him. So we're going to quickly look at what like the Fusion Zamasu team looks like. So that was 2-0. 2-0. It's kind of embarrassing to see. You hate to see it, but MAJUNIOR, he's just not holding up. And I'm gonna say it now. You don't even need to watch the Red Zone Fusion Zamasu, because I'm gonna tell you it's ugly for both of these teams. It is ugly for both, but there's no way for MAJUNIOR to come back. Even if he were somehow able to win against Merge Zamasu, it would still only be 1-2. Now, granted, I maybe could have made some different decisions during team building. Obviously, items are always a possibility. Like, I'm not a whale. I normally don't, like, think you have to know item something for it to count as a run. Now, granted, if I was, like, a The Truth DT-esque character or a player, I'd be like, hell yeah, I would want my characters who I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on to actually be able to beat this game no item. But as someone who plays it, you know, I play it pretty competitively. I play it every single day. I'm pushing 3 years. Yesterday was 344 days of consecutive logins, so I've almost hit a full year consecutive logins. But I think I do quite well for myself, and I said this during my hero summons, but like now I'm at a point where I'm just, if I choose to summon, it's to summon for fun. I'm not summoning to get these god tier characters, but like I have been pleasantly surprised with the entire heroes lineup. Even Fu, who I think is kind of a little bit underwhelming, I've been impressed with him. He's actually like a pretty good little support character. It's kind of funny how they both rotations died at a very similar time. But yeah, like it's just fun. It is just fun. And out of this, I'm going to go ahead and announce it. The Heroes banner, they really did give us the new best TUR in the entire game. I can easily say definitively the Heroes team will never be frauded out because of the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO. He does too much damage for him to ever lose his damage reduction. I've run him in several events, and there are normally the rest of the team will fraud him out pretty early on. Like Toa won't dodge, or Fu won't dodge, or the Dark Mask King, he'll take a super before he gets his extra damage, or whatever, what have you. Or it could just be that I don't have characters that are rainbowed, or I don't have them fully linked level 10 yet. Like Hearts is a character who I have at 55%, and I really haven't messed with him like at all, and he has been a little bit, you know, fraudulent. But again, he's not link leveled. I'm not going to hold that against him. He's a unit from last year who I don't have link level 10, I don't have rainbow, there's no skill orbs on him or anything, so I'm not holding that against him. I brought him here because he had guard and type advantage, and to be fair, he took that pretty well, 130,000. He did way better than the team over there on the left, and that is actually the final attempt for the Fusion Zamasu team in MAJUNIOR. So I do honestly, my tune has been changed. I have been proof. There is definitive proof in front of me. I tried 3 different teams with 3 different setups. I even brought Beerus, who has an advantage against Realm of God characters. I did everything I could. Like, I went out of my way to try to make MAJUNIOR look as good as possible, giving him his options for his Dragon Ball Saga links, giving him big bad bosses, putting him on a team full of really powerful characters. And no matter what I did, like, I went into this, like, I went kind of like out of my way to try to help MAJUNIOR along the way. And I didn't really have to do any of that with the full power Super Saiyan 4 VEGITO. He's just that guy. Like, honestly, he's like, nah, I'll win. And he did. Again, quick little round of spoilers. We do actually lose this attempt. I mean, if you're looking at the length of the video, there's no way that we could beat Zamasu within 3 minutes of now. But I'm genuinely was super impressed, and I have to apologize to our new GOAT of Dokkan. It doesn't matter that he's restricted to the Dragon Ball Heroes team, because Dragon Ball Heroes is easily a top 10 team in the game now. I am thoroughly impressed, and I am proud of the past version of me that spent over 1,000 stones trying to rainbow him and the Crimson Masked Sand, which we did both, which I'm super glad that those are the characters that we primarily got rainbowed. But yeah, we have a new GOAT of Dokkan. Let me know in the comment section down below if you were right, if you were wrong, or if you agree with my experiment. If there are any other characters you would want me to do a similar video like this for. Like, we could do 23rd World Tournament Goku versus Kai Goku. We could do, like, I don't know, lots of fun things like that. We could do like, what's another character that are like comparable in power, or like comparable in roles, or have a similar name or something along those lines. Let me know down in the comment section below. This was a really fun video, and it took a lot of time and effort. Not only did I have to record 6 separate runs trying to figure out how to edit this to make it look good and hopefully make it sound good. Yeah, so a like would greatly be appreciated. But yeah, time for my outro. I've been the Sweetbro27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an up-and-coming YouTuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter, a Twitch, and a TikTok, the links to which can be found in the description below. And since you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe, share me around, and leave me a comment, positive, negative, or indifferent. I would love just any sort of interaction I can get from you guys, but that will be all for now. So as always, I've been the Sweetbro27, and I am signing off.